Namaskar, this is Shilpa Bhavna and once again welcome to all of you in your favorite and inspirational talk series, Chartered Accountants, The Growth Gears. It is presented by Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
With an aim to develop the next generation of professionals, ICI has undertaken revision of the Chartered Accountancy course to make it more aligned to the technological changes, international developments, and national education policy. Our examination system has been appreciated by the Supreme Court of India. Our members are trained to ensure both academic and practical excellence and to be value-added service providers. This makes them global professionals and in huge demand.
Friends, CA is a can-do attitude, chakra of ambitions. That is why we always say that if a person has qualified as a chartered accountant, then that person doesn't need to tell about their struggle to the world because the prefix CA tells it all. My dear friends, today we are going to meet one such personality who has started his journey from the chawls of Mumbai, and today he is the managing director of Kotak AMC. My dear friends, get ready to meet CA Nilesh Shah.
A gold medalist chartered accountant and a merit-ranking chartered accountant with over 30 years of experience in capital market and market-related investments. CA Nilesh Shah is a finance market veteran, also known as the Giant of Dalal Street. He is not only a role model for aspiring financiers, but he also co-authored a book on financial planning titled A Direct Take, that is most often referred as the guiding light in the industry.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on this show.
When I say that CA Nilesh Shah, because it's a brand now, the person who is known for converting savings into investments and then reinvesting that saving. So, is that true?
Yes. I have been more known for managing money, and our aim is to make people rich. And we want to be the most trustworthy asset management company in India. So yes, we convert savings from people for investments, hoping that they'll become rich.
The path on which you are walking and you're making people to walk, I hope this is going to be a lot more beneficial for the country as well, because ultimately it will result in the richness of the country.
Undoubtedly, Indians are great savers, but we are not necessarily the best of the investors. In last 21 years, we would have imported close to $450 billion of gold.
Exactly.
Now, this is the money going out of India. Yes, we are sitting on gold, but if that money we would have invested in building schools, colleges, hospitals, road, factories, India would have been far richer. Our aim as mutual fund industry is to ensure that people allocate not only in gold and real estate, but also in equities and fixed income and hybrid. That way, India's savings will remain in India. It will support Indian entrepreneurs. We will create next Tatas, Birlas, Ambanis, Adanis, and such respected entrepreneurs.
Such a good thought. So how do you see your qualification of chartered accountancy helping you out while executing your role, your current role basically?
So whatever I am there today, it is because of the education I have received. And clearly, chartered accountancy has pushed us to the top of our career. It gave us knowledge about accounting, taxation, company law, audit, and more importantly, it also taught us about economics and market. It also helped us create a network because there are many chartered accountants who are there in the capital market. So wherever I am today, it is because of the education I received. The CA brand opens up doors. It helps build relationships and friendship and network across market. It's a brand which is respected globally. It's a brand which individuals trust, And I'm sure today many investors are investing with a mutual fund because there is a chartered accountant involved in it.
Yes, and when we say that CA Nilesh Shah is also involved into it, so the goodwill becomes more.
I hope and pray. But as I mentioned, we are here in the business of managing trust. In the trust business, you build it over decades. So we are as good as we were yesterday.
Even I would say that better than every day that you are.
Absolutely.
When was the time when you discovered the sky of chartered accountancy qualification and the profession, that this is the sky where I actually want to go in?
I was merit ranked in SSC, and in those days, next to my house, we were staying in a chawl, and there were a couple of chartered accountancy firms
In Mumbai only?
in Mumbai itself on Kalba Devi Road. And you know, in the chawl, everyone becomes your uncle. So there was this two chartered accountants whom I used to call Mama, Uncle. And I always knew that I have to follow in their footsteps. So after I passed my 10th, I worked in a chartered accountancy firm. Then 10 to 12th, you know, you had a day college, so I couldn't work over there. But I used to work part-time. I guess from SS itself, I was clear that I have to be a chartered accountant.
Yeah, and the day when you got to know that now you are qualified as a chartered accountant, how was that day?
Well, it was a mixed feeling. I guess I was quite sure that I will clear the exam.
So you are so well prepared.
I'll let you out a secret. I studied in a place called Petit Library in Fort.
Okay.
We were probably 30-40 students who were studying there, and each one was helping each other. So that group kind of created a bondingness whereby I guess it was very easy for me to clear the exam.
So many positive aura like came together and ignited the force.
So you talked about aura. I think that Petit Library undoubtedly contributed in pushing all 40 of us to study hard. I guess 39 of us cleared the exam.
Wow.
And probably 12 to 15 were merit ranked.
What a percentage, what a percentage.
Yes.
That's great.
So in that group, there was no way we could have failed. I had no choice. I had to study. We had to reach at 7 in the morning when the library opened, and we used to leave at 8 or 8:30 in the night. You know, in the morning you don't want to trouble your mother. So I had an arrangement with a friend. He'll bring the vegetables and I'll bring the roti. And all 2 months which I studied, I was only bringing roti and he was bringing vegetables, and we were sharing and eating.
Wow.
That's the bonding which helps you clear exams and obstacles in life.
So even today, you people are in touch?
I'm in touch with few of them, not all of them. But yes, we have maintained relationship. And that's the power of CA brand. When you study together, when you work together, you build relationships. And in the market, in my profession, what matters is relationship. Today, fortunately, I have some friends whom I can reach out when I am in doubt, when I am confused, when I need direction. And in the market, many a times, you know, they'll be on the opposite side, but they will still give me the right direction.
See, in the market, when we are talking, they may be on the other side, but when we are talking on the platform of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India,
they are all
you
on the
all
same
are together
side.
on the same side,
Yes.
right? So do you meet your peers over there on the platform of ICAI most often?
Quite regularly. You'll go to many conferences, many platforms, but your alma mater calling you is always sentimental, emotional and important.
Ji.
So to me also, whenever an ICAI conference or platform is available,
Ji.
I go and try to participate.
So from where this humility comes in?
Oh, the market makes us humble. Every time we try to become egoistic, market brings us down. So in my life, I have fallen so many times that now I have realized that it's better to be humble.
Do you believe that the education that we people attain plays an important part in bringing that humility and the ethics towards the work that we have to do?
So there are two things which is required. Undoubtedly, education lays the foundation. But then you also need examples. I was doing my chartered accountancy. in the audit paper, there was a reference about a legendary chartered accountant who gave up auditorship of a listed company, even though it was very rewarding because they didn't accept his suggestion on qualification.
Okay.
Now, this was given to us as a study material. And when I grew up, obviously that gentleman, that legend was the example to follow in terms of ethics.
Yes.
Now, education taught me that you have to qualify a report no matter what remuneration was there. And if it doesn't get accepted, you just walk out. That gentleman, that legend is Yesdi Malikam. So yes, study materials was critical, but having a living legend like Yesdi Malikam was even more important.
Yes.
And I had the pleasure of sitting with him in aeroplane once. And obviously it was a fan-following moment for me. So I introduced myself and I said, like, sir, I have grown up looking at you.
Wow.
So education is critical, but examples like Yesdi Malegams are even more important.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has created a lot of such examples in front of us. So what do you have to say about it? Because it's doing quite a good job in building up the careers of the student.
Undoubtedly. Today, there are even more responsibilities on institute. We are custodian of the brand chartered accountant. Our signature carries weight in terms of certifying accounts. Today, in the capital market, people invest looking at the accounts and the balance sheet and the reports.
Exactly.
If those accounts are not factual, if they don't give true and fair view, it's going to result into a disaster in capital market. And clearly, as chartered accountant, we have evolved over the years to keep confidence of investors in the financial statements which are audited and certified by chartered accountants. By and large, we have been able to retain trust of investors, trust of individuals on the financial statement, which is always needing a signature of a chartered accountant.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India was established by Chartered Accountants Act 1949 for regulating the profession of chartered accountancy in the country. Over a period, the ICAI has achieved recognition not only in India but also globally for maintaining the highest standards in all the spheres.
People across the world follow various ancient established health practices to keep themselves healthy. Similarly, in India, the businesses rely heavily on the services of chartered accountants for maintaining their financial health. They are indeed the best known finance professionals who are capable of providing accurate and far-reaching guidance to all potential entrepreneurs and investors.
The ICAI has produced great chartered accountants who have made their mark in their respective fields, especially in the field of financial services.
The Committee for Members in Industry and Business of ICAI conducting campus placement program for newly qualified CA since 1995. But its recent 55th edition of campus placement, which catered to December 2021 pass-outs, the placements were held virtually, covering 21 cities, 173 corporates with more than 9,000 candidates appeared for interview to meet the 11,463 vacancies. So far, for the first time, the demand for CAs in corporates outnumbered the supply, which speaks volume about the quality of Indian CAs.
Our examination system, through a tough entrance level foundation course to intermediate to final level, is one of the toughest examination system in the world to ensure that only the best quality comes out to become the complete business solution provider.
So what would you like to tell to all the students who are right now pursuing to be a chartered accountant, and they must know and practice this ethic part of it and to know the importance of this qualification so that when they are on the ground, when they are on the field or in the industry, they are performing at their best?
So essentially, there are no shortcuts in life. We have seen time and again how ethics have anchored successful people
Exactly.
and how deviation of ethics has resulted into disaster. And the responsibility is not of institute, it is the responsibility of the members.
Yes, the individual chartered accountant.
Absolutely. Because the collective brand is combination of individual brand.
Yes.
And all the students who are watching this, please remember that there are no shortcuts in life. Everything comes back. And which is why evolving on this ethical set, managing conflict of interest, complying with the letter as well as spirit of the law, all those things will help you build your brand and it will eventually pay off.
So when we talk about the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, the students, they are coming from the different backgrounds, they all are studying together. So at that time, what do you think that one trait is developed that is being with you throughout your life and as a professional with you?
So there are actually multiple traits while studying being a chartered accountant.
So,
One is hard work. The second thing was networking. I had a friend who used to take 3-month leave and start preparing for chartered accountancy course.
okay.
I normally used to get 2 months leave. So I will call him that now I have taken a leave. Now you tell me what are the topics which I should focus far more
Okay.
and what are the topics which I can pass at a glance. Thanks to this friend Dhiren Parekh, who himself is a chartered accountant and cost accountant and a company secretary.
Sir.
He used to tell me these are the topics to focus upon, these are the topics to glance by. Invariably in every exam, I used to score a rank higher than him.
He continued that thing?
He continued. At no point of time he ever stepped back saying that it's because of my effort that you are not only passing but with a higher rank.
With a higher rank, मतलब मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ और आप मुझसे ज़्यादा आगे निकल रहे हो.
जा रहे हो. And it all happened because of the hard work taught by the institute and the networking taught by the institute.
Once you enter into the professional life of a chartered accountant, what are the differences, or do you see that the practical training which is being done into the training of CA that helps you when you become a professional and perform in the industry?
The articleship, the CA course, it helps you prepare to take any eventuality. When I was appearing for my final exam, in the first paper itself, I started bleeding from my nose for some reason.
Okay.
Now my paper was soaked in blood and my head was also dripping in water.
God.
And for a second, I thought that this paper is gone and 6 months I'll be out. But I just had to take a look around me. My friends were looking at me and they just put a thumbs up. And I completed my paper and I eventually became number 1 in that exam.
Wow.
So this is the power of networking. This is the power of your chartered accountancy course, which allows you to scale up any uncertainty. So apart from becoming expert on tax, audit, accounts, company law, you also have to ensure that you are digitally savvy. Now technology is behind, digital is future.
Yes, sir.
You also have to be pleasant in engaging with the external world.
So how welcoming you are for the new chartered accountants joining in your organization?
Obviously the first choice is on merit. But if there is equal choice between, let's say, a chartered accountant and non-chartered accountant, I'll probably tilt towards chartered accountant.
As you said that if I have the same merit, then CA or non-CA, then you will go for CA. Then why, if I ask you? What are the simple traits?
Our objective is to be the most trustworthy asset management company in India. It does not require just competency alone, but you also have to be a team player.
Yes.
You also have to be ethical and honest. Now, I believe a chartered accountant, by definition, will be a team player. He has already got 3 years experience doing articleship, working in a large team to complete audit or to fight in complex case or to advise on company law matters. And the institute will also imbibe qualities of ethics and honesty.
Yes.
So competency, ethics and teamwork. These are the 3 criteria which will make me tilt towards a chartered accountant.
Here is a special segment that I call Shilpa Bhavna Special. So that's a rapid fire and you have to play with me.
Sure.
You belong to Gujarat, but You are also here in Mumbai, the capital of capitals. So what would you prefer, Gujarat or Mumbai?
I am a Gujarati Maharashtrian.
So beautifully you have dodged that. Banking or finances, what would be your choice?
Financials.
Believing in concept or believing in brand?
Believing in concept. Partly it's driven by my experience. I have seen many brands failing, but I have never seen fundamentals failing.
And now, sir, I'll say a few words. After listening to that words, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? You have to say it. Articleship.
Fantastic experience.
Chartered accountancy.
I owe everything to it.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
It's the brand torchbearer for all of us.
And Nilesh Shah.
I have to make people rich.
That is beautiful, sir. And I must say that the humility that you have, the ethics that you have, and the excellence that you have, this is something that all the CA students must learn.
Thank you.
After having today's interaction with the humble personality, CA Nilesh Shah, it actually got me remembered of an instance when somebody asked that why so much of hard work and sacrifice for a single degree? And the best reply of a chartered accountant came in. He said that I can't break the trust of the society placed on my signature. So my dear friends, this is the ethical practice which is being imbibed by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India during the training days of every would-be CA. So promising you more such inspirational journeys of the Chartered Accountants, this is Shilpa Bhavna signing out for today. But next time I'll see you with more of Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Jai Hind.